Hello, hello, hello. How are you, friends? I am just going to warn you today's going to be a doozy. Just buckle up and hang on for dear life. It'll be fun, but more to come. I'll explain in just a moment. First of all, just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acting Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. Woohoo! Every Thursday, we joyfully gather online to say hello and talk about weaving and life and weaving and whatever else comes up. And I can't do any of this without our very fierce, amazing gatekeeper, Lori. Everyone, please give a huge thank you to Lori, our gatekeeper, who is going to try to wrangle us all. Yeah. So I'll tell you a quick story, and then we'll move through the agenda for today. First of all, this morning over breakfast, Dad was like, "So, how do you get to be first for the comments at Live at the Loom?" I'm like, "Well, you go on to the event and you can say first in the chat." And that started a whole string of things, friends. So Dad is here. Dad is going to pop in and hang with us for just a little bit today. So you know, it's going to be extra exciting. Yes, exactly. Okay, friends, let me say some hellos just to get us warmed up today. Yeah. This is 3 hours. 3 hours before we start. There he is. That's how the first domino fell this morning. That's yep. Yeah. So, Dad gets kudos for being first one in. Gemma, not long afterwards. Hello, Gemma. Hello, Trish. Hello, Jennifer Fowler. All these are very early. You guys you were at it this morning. That's for sure. I love this. This delights me to no end when Lori comes in and she's like, "Hello, everyone. I'll be your hostess for today. Please behave yourselves and have a good time. The fun will start at 9:30. That's awesome. Yeah. See, I love this. Lori's like, Kurt was first. Yeah, thank you. That's always helpful, Lori. I love that. It makes my job that much easier. Yes. Hello, Bethany. Bethany's here. I love it. Hello, Deb Ropel. Deb Ropel was in half an hour early. Nice. Hello, Eileen. Eileen, rumor is that you have a new loom, darling. And I know last week our schedule was a little different. So, in honor of your new loom, we have not one but two people to help you celebrate. First of all, it's our fabulous Lori with a brand new instrument. Look at her with that gorgeous thing. See, it is beautiful. Plus, you get a twofer because Kurt Acton's here to help accompany. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Congratulations,
Eileen.
Congratulations, Eileen, on new loom. Wow,
nice. Woo! Yay!
No budget here.
We love new looms. Congratulations, Eileen. We're very excited for you. We love to make a big deal about new looms because that just means more weaving, and more weaving, more better. That's yep. That is firmly our philosophy here at Acting Creative. Hello, Ernie DeVries. Ernie is at home base this time around, which is a good thing. Summer at home base, that's a good thing. Hello, Ruth. Ruth is on, wrangling all the children. I love that. Carol's here. Carol says, "Morning, all my fellow wackalooms." That seems, eerily appropriate. That's yes. Oh, Alex Madison is here. Hello. Hello. Carrie is on. She says, "I spend my summer floating in a 30-degree Celsius pool for a couple of hours. It's good for my spine. Also skin tanning." There we go. And because Dad was trying to explain to me the whole Celsius thing today, what did we decide? 30, was it like in the 80s somewhere? Is that correct? Dad's distracted. He's doing other things. Yes, thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Okay, so see, I'm trying to get better because I know we talked about this a lot. So I'll work on my quick conversion. So yes, pool doesn't sound bad. I mean, that sounds like a pretty warm pool, but okay, all right. Yeah. Okay, look at this. Christy Lofton. After a chat this morning, I'm headed to town to deliver a 50 towel order. Wow. Christy Lofton, that is remarkable. You are just a machine. That is, congratulations, my friend. That is awesome. 50 towels. That is fantastic. By the way, speaking of Christy Lofton, I think I mentioned this last week, but I want to mention it again because it was so cool. But Christy helped us out with a name drafting program for the Online Weavers Guild. And friends, it was remarkable. We're going to have her help us with a handwoven experience episode. However, it's so much more in depth on the Online Weavers Guild. So come on over. If you need a good excuse to come join us in the Online Weavers Guild, Christy Lofton's program is A+. A+. She knocked it out of the park. So good. Let's see. Hello, Sam. Oh, hello, Naomi. Hello, Sky. Woohoo! I love it. Hello, Sam. Oh, I said Sam. See, look at this. Oh, hi, Jennifer Fowler. She's like, your blouse is so pretty. Thank you so much. By the way, speaking of Jennifer Fowler and all the cool things that are happening right now, friends, let me make sure that I put this right back up here because we have Tour de Fleece happening. Yes, Acting Creative has created our own team. We're not registered officially with anyone, but we have our own team called the Acting Creative Spinners. And for free, come over to the Patreon page, look at the chat, it says Tour de Fleece, and come on and spin with the gang there. It has been hopping. I have to say, spinners are, wow. There's a lot going on. It is very fun to just pop into the chat and see all the progress everyone's making because you guys are focused. I mean, like, eye on the prize. Yes. So, friends, if you spin it all, just come on over and join us in the free chat on Patreon. And just look for, there's a couple different chats, but look for the one that just says Tour de Fleece. Dun, da, da, da. Thank you. A special thank you to Jennifer Fowler and to Lori, who are kind of leading the charge there because I know nothing about spinning. So they have graciously volunteered to be in charge of Tour de Fleece, the first Tour de Fleece with the Acting Creative Spinners. Yay for them and for us. Love that. Let's see who else jumped in to chat with us today. Oh, hello, Shelly from Mission Viejo, California. Hello, welcome. Love that. Okay, so what did I miss? I think we are in pretty good shape. Oh, Lori Klein. We missed Lori Klein. Lori, we can't miss you. Hello, darling. Let's see. Did we get everybody? I think we got everybody so far. I love it. Okay, friends. Tell me about your projects. What are you working on this fine week in July? What is on your agenda? I am sitting in a different position today, so I have a nice little spot to do the lean. I have a whole different little thing happening here. So, we'll mix it up for us. Tell me how your projects are going. What are you working on besides the spinners working up a storm and Christy Lofton making, 5,000 towels? So let me know. I have a new project we're going to talk about in just a moment. Things are happening here. Friends, next week we're going to do summer weaving camp. Woohoo! So excited. Okay, so summer weaving camp is just this really sweet, fun, casual experience. It is designed for the curious crafter. If you've been weaving for a while, friends, this is going to be too basic. I mean, you of course can jump in if you're curious and want to know about summer weaving camp. Of course you can, because it is fun. But it is really meant for the person who's like, hey, that weaving thing looks kind of cool. Maybe that's for me. It's perfect for you. So even if that's not for you, if you have friends that are knitters, crocheters, spinners, dyers, quilters, any kind of craft, and you've heard them say, hey, that weaving looks kind of cool, send along the link, invite them to join. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to start all the fun on Monday, which means registration goes through Sunday evening at, basically midnight Central Time. So summer camp is coming up. Plus, do not forget that, of course, we have registration is open for the August 1st class for Dress Your Loom. We already have a couple students in there, and they're getting ready. That's the beauty of registering early, is that you have time then to get your list and order any yarn you want to, and just kind of get warmed up. It's a good thing. So yes, so those are the big announcements from here. Let me find out what are you working on? Carrie, I'm doing a color gamp with the non-repeatable 230 acrylics. What size is that, honey? I've also managed to create an empty box to enable buying more yarn in Spain. I like it. Isn't that part of the job, is moving the materials around? So it at least seems like you have more space to acquire more things. I love it. I love it. What else? What other projects are you working on? I know we talked about last time about if you weave more or less in the summer, which is kind of a curious question. Gemma popped in to say she's spinning, though she should be getting a warp on her loom. That's all right. There's no weaving police, darling. I totally didn't do the clipboard. Did I? Lori. She's like she checked with me beforehand. It's sitting right here at my elbow. Here we go. Pretend like I did this 12 minutes ago. Totally forgot. I just dove right in. I was focused. It happens. I told you today was going to be nuts. I did mention that, didn't I? Deb Rope will save us. I'm starting to see the last of my threads on the red, white, and blue extravaganza. Nice. If I make 4 towels in 1 month, I'm burning up the loom. What is ROFL, darling? Something floor loom? Something? What is it? Lori's trying to give me. Oh my God, I'm horrible at charades. Okay, wait, I'm bringing you on. Tell me what this is.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
What is it? Oh, rolling on the floor laughing. Oh, thank you. See, I need a translator. That's rolling on the floor laughing. I am not nearly hip enough for all of the abbreviations. I just can't keep them in my head. Clearly, I can't even remember to bring the clipboard in to start off live at the Loom. We all have our strengths. It's all right. Okay, Carol says, finally have another tartan on the Loom. Yay. The beam is loaded. I'll do the heddles today and get to weaving Saturday. It's something in the post on Wednesday next week. Nice. Look at you. We love hearing about all the tartans, darling. All of them. Rue says, I'm halfway through my berry stain looking warp. Lots of bobbin winding this morning. Remind me, what is the berry stain looking warp? What, Ruth, fill me in. Did I just forget what all that was, what was happening there? Trish is crocheting and watching the tour. I like it. Very, very nice. What else? What else is happening with your, oh, thank you, Carrie. Carrie translated for us. Oh, that must be really tiny though, Carrie. Is that right? That acrylic you're talking about? Does that mean it's really, really fine? That's all you, sister. Hello, Karen. Good morning from Too Hot, but inside warping up the rigid heddle. I like it. I like that it's like all the words for one name. That's perfect. Welcome. Glad you're here. Yay. Hello, Chris. See? Chris is one of my favorites. Because always puts the name right there, just so I don't have to remember. Thank you. Greetings all. Sampling 3 shaft drafts. Oh, got asked to do a presentation for our guild next year. Congratulations. Chris, do I remember correctly? You're in like the Atlanta area? Is that right? No? Remind me where you're based out of. That's fantastic. Yeah, you. That is awesome. Oh, see, all of you knew the whole rolling on the floor laughing. All of you knew that. I had no clue. No idea. It's a good thing you're here to translate things for me. Hi, Donna said baby blanket and bamboo cotton on the counterbalance. Silk project still on the David and trying to sidestep all the yarn arriving for baby projects. I might need to stop ordering yarn. Hush. Okay, this is not the forum if you want people to tell you to show restraint. No. Mm-mm. We're like, yes, Donna. Yes, you need more yarn. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what we say to that. Ruth says more bee towels, but the colors I dyed on the warp look like summer berry stains. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ruth, for walking us through that. I like that. Yes. Okay. What else? What else is happening? Hi, Naomi. She says, I am spinning for a Tour de Fleece. I know that one. I got that one finally. And weaving the materials test for the Raffia project. I have to warp a longer sample for him to test further steps. And it means I might need to assemble my warping mill. Oh, interesting. Look at you. You have a lot of irons in the fire there, my friend. That's for sure. What else? Okay, Bethany chimed in, says I'm still weaving the linen and silk warp I have in my loom. So tired of it. Bethany, how long has this been happening? Is this okay? At what point do you get tired of a project? And I know sometimes it depends on the project, right? Like if you're really loving it, even if it's a long project, like you don't really get tired of it. At least I don't. However, the second the project isn't as wonderful as I'd hoped it would be, then even if it's like 3 yards, I'm like, oh, too long. What is your threshold? Tell me this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Gemma said, did embroidery on a t-shirt. Nice. I like it. Oh, Fort Wayne. I should know this, Chris. I'm sorry. Fort Wayne. That's fantastic. I should just pop over and see you guys sometime. Fort Wayne's not that far from us here. Okay, Lori is spinning for Acting Creative Tour de Fleece, making repair handles because crazy me did not check to see if you had enough handles. Yeah, I've been there. Been there. I bought extra heddles for when this project is done. This is a fool me once kind of thing, isn't it, Lori? Although I've been fooled a couple times because I just didn't count. And I thought, no, there's enough on there. And then, surprise. Hello, Krista B. Hello. Hello, Catherine Stevens is here. Woohoo! She's working on Christmas ornaments. Nice. Lace on the sewing machine. Christmas ornaments now. You guys are amazing. I think about any kind of Christmas present about November 1st. Maybe then. What is this, Carol? Weaving yarns and looms, enablers anonymous. Yeah, this is for we are always going to tell you to buy the thing. Always. This is not the group. If you want any encouragement to live like a minimalist. No. We probably need t-shirts. Carol, are you the one making the list about things we should put on t-shirts? Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Carol says, after the second shuttle toss, I'm thinking about the next project. You are already done. So Carol, you're really a planner. Like I like to plan the project, but then executing it is like, yeah, whatever. I like that. Everyone's wired differently. That's perfect. Okay. Deb says about 4 towels. This is good to know about ourselves. Because if you, Deb, end up with a 50 towel order, that could be rough. That's 50 divided by 4. That's at least 12 warps. That's look at me doing math on screen. Come on. Trying. Mm-hmm. Yes. I understand. Jennifer Fowler says, I'm spinning now. It's time to change bobbins. I believe it. Focus. Tour de Fleece. Mm-hmm. Yes. Naomi says, I love my Louette looms, but they are a bit stingy with the I bought extra for the Erica twice. Yes, I understand that. Carrie says, my threshold is when I put on a long warp to enable plank and don't have enough ideas to use the full warp length. Ooh, I've been there too. And I know my projects aren't as long as yours. However, there are times where you're like, okay, it's enough. That's yeah. I'm done with this. What else? What else do we have? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else do we have? Hi, my name is Carol, and I just brought another Loom. This is hello. I can't stop buying yarn. Mm-hmm. Yay! That's how we respond. Hello, Cindy. Just took my name draft towel off of Earl. What an experience, and huge thanks to Christy Lofton for all her help. Huge thanks to Christy Lofton because she is a very generous soul, and she just spreads that wisdom around to everybody. Mm-hmm. Carol says, this is not a tool loom yarn intervention type of group. No. No, it's not. Not one bit. No, that you have to seek out other people for that. That's not. Naomi says, I'm almost done with the 7.5 yard dress warp. Wow. Back bar is visible. But don't you love it when you see the knots, when you're like, oh, there they come. I am almost there. Lori Klein finished her 3rd towel and looks like the 4th will be short. Our local guild bought us 8-2 cotton and we donate 2 towels to our annual sale. Oh, how wonderful. That's a nice way to do it. I like that. We'll give you the yarn and you give us half. Okay, Sky. You know what's funny about this is that Dad made me a t-shirt that said that. Said, I weave, therefore I am. I think it's true. Ruth says it depends on the project. If it's a solid color project, I get bored quickly, but the fun dyed warps keep me amused long enough. Okay, that's a good point. It depends on the warp, depends on the project. I like it. Mm-hmm. Okay, friends, I think it is time. Let me set the scene here for how the morning went. So, like I said, I'm up 6-ish this morning. Dad's sitting there with me. He's like, how do you get to be first on the for Live at the Loom? So we pulled up the event, came on the chat, whatever. So dad was first, 3 hours early, but Gemma wasn't too far after that. And I know Gemma is like busting all around Europe doing all the things. So Gemma said something about singing us a song. So Dad figured he might be able to do her one better. So Dad, without further ado, I'm bringing you on. Hello, everyone say hi to Kurt.
Hi, gang. I hope Ruth appreciates my berry stained colored shirt. I mean, that was just for her.
That's perfect. You didn't even know it.
I didn't even know it. But
that's for Ruth.
So Jenna said, could you do some cool music? And so I decided to write Jenna a song.
Gemma, yeah.
Gemma, thank you.
Yes.
And I'm going to do it twice. So, just in case you missed something. It's short, okay?
Okay, perfect.
I'll see Gemma in my dreams. Hold Gemma in my dreams. Someone sent her off to Switzerland. Still I miss the weaving from her hands, woven gems that once were mine. A warp and weft, just so fine. Well, I should have put up more of a fight. I'll see Gemma in my dreams. One more time. I'll see Gemma in my dreams. Hold Gemma in my dreams. Gee, someone sent her off to Switzerland. Still, I miss the weaving from her hands, woven gems that once were mine. With a warp and weft so fine, I guess I should have put up more of a fight. I'll see Gemma in my dreams. That's for you.
Bravo!
That's for you, Gemma.
Bravo! Nicely done, Dad. Thank you. Woven gems. That's yeah. That's good, Dad. That was yeah. She's just nice to be a co-muse. Aww. Okay, that's fantastic, Sky. Should the captions popped up for this song? That is fantastic. See, that's there you go. That's the risk you run if you engage with Kurt Acton. He may write a song about you. That is okay. Alex Madison has requested the next one. There's going to be a list of people like me next. Write a song for me. Gemma. Yeah. Okay. You know what's interesting is that in our house, we each kind of have our own lane. Like we each have our own creative outlet. And I don't try to play the ukulele. He doesn't try to weave. Mom has her eggs. She does the Pasanki eggs. That's really what she loves to do, which is just, yeah. Anyways, Lori's like, we all want a song. Me next. Yes, Sky. It is a dangerous proposal. Dad in a loom. Dad would be the kind of weaver that would make a plan and sit down to loom and immediately change it. He'd immediately be like, okay, what else? See? Thank you, Dad. That added a certain spontaneity to Live at the Loom today that was not on the agenda, but was very much appreciated. So thank you to Kurt Acton for keeping us on our toes, mostly. Thank you, Dad. Okay, friends. I think it's time to look at some weaving. Are you ready? Let's do this. This is always the weirdest spot for me to get you situated. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see if I can pull you around this way. Maybe we can. Let's see. What can you see here? What can you see, my friends? Let me not roll over cords. If you could see the room I was in. Okay, we'll say it's good enough. All right, so if I fall off my bench, you are invited to laugh. That is just a comedy of errors right there. I promise. That is not, yeah, go for it. So let me explain the project du jour. Friends, it's time for some rep weave. I love some rep weave. And over the years, as I've tackled it, I've kept thinking there's got to be an easier way to actually dress a loom for a rep weave that is not completely bonkers. Because I dress from front to back, I typically like to do all of my warp yarns in order at the warping board. But that is just insanity when you're doing any kind of, interesting rep weave project. By the way, let me back up. If you aren't familiar with rep weave is a very dense warp-faced fabric, which means you only see the warp yarns. So you have to think about the warp yarns differently than any other project. Mostly the weft is just for texture in this case, and creating, like, deciding which yarns are on top, basically. I didn't, do I have an example? Let me see if I have an example. Oh, I do. Hold that thought. Here we go. I have an example right here. This is rep weave. This is rep weave right here. So these are all warp yarns you see. You see none of the weft. If you go to the side, you kind of see it's all, I use like all blacks and maybe some dark purples, but these are all warp yarns. That's the beauty and the fun of rep weave. It's very dense. You'll see it used for placemats, runners, rugs, like that kind of thing, just because of the nature of the beast. But I love playing with the kind of the patterns, the geometry of everything. So as you can imagine, basically, because I have a 4-shaft loom, I have two kind of blocks, two options for what this can look like. So one option looks like this one right here with the pink, the light pink that goes here into a little black, into the darker colors. The other one is pink goes to here and it has the black here. So those A or B, those are the only options you have. But using your weft, you can switch back and forth however often you want. But you can imagine that standing at a warping board, trying to do all of these yarns in order is a bear. So one of the things I've been chewing on is there an easier way to put the yarns in order for rep weave and not have it be a complete nightmare as you are standing at the warping board. So here's what I'm testing, and I'll let you know. So far it's been okay. So let me see if I can bring you with, and I'll show you a little kind of better sample of what we're working with. All right, so here is my idea for this project, is that one layer, one block is going to be all these warm colors. So yellow, orange, red, purple. And then the other block is going to be all cool colors, all these blues, right? So you saw in the example then, the one that was pink for a longer time will be like this one, and the one that's pink and then black right away will be like this one. So it's just two different options for me here. So I am playing with the idea of, can I warp one block on the warping board completely, put it into the reed, kind of cover it up, get it out of the way, warp the other block on the warping board, take it over to the reed, put it in the reed so that it's this nice and kind of seamless. We'll see. So far it's been okay. It needs some work, but I think as a teacher, it's kind of fun to see how you can how do you simplify the process so that it's easier for everyone to do, me included. But I think the final effects can be really cool because we can have if I want, you can have one side that's warm colors and the other side that's cool colors, or they can kind of flirt with each other and alternate back and forth. So we'll see. It's going to be very, very fun. So wait, is it Liz's birthday? Really? Is it today, Liz? Is that right? I missed it somewhere in the comments. Is it really your birthday today, honey? Because we're going to need, yes. Okay. See, Liz's birthday. All right, darling. Okay, back to the project. Sorry, totally distracted. I love birthdays. I love July birthdays. So that's always excited. Okay. So here I am. I have gotten everything into the reed, and then I am at the stage where I am threading the heddles. Now, because I do it from front to back, the reed's already fully loaded. It's ready to go. I am sitting at the back of the loom on a stool that's dropped down to like squat height, if that makes sense. I know it's not actually a thing, but you know what I mean when I say squat height. It's not a tall kind of regular chair. It's dropped down, I don't know, 8 inches so that I'm close to the ground. What that does for me, though, is it means that I can still be sitting up tall and threading all my heddles here from the back of the loom. Now, the beauty of rep weave is that it is a straight draw. That's all it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The only kicker here is just to remember which one comes first, what order do they go in? And so I have done it so that the warm colors start us off. So it's warm, cool, warm, cool. That's kind of how I have been threading everything so far. So maybe I'll go over here so you can see the side a little better. I'm gonna move my light because light is key. We can see that. Oh. Let me not break the light while I'm at it, though. That would be nice. Don't break the light, Chris. Okay. All right. So here we go. We'll go from this side then. Because I'm at the back, and because of the style of loom that I am on, first of all, because I'm at the back, this is shaft number 4. So if the first shaft is always, as you're sitting towards the front, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is shaft number 4 here. Because I have a jack loom, they have these little clips here in the middle, and there's different ways you can approach that, but I tend to work around the clips. I'll start on one side of the clip and work this way, and then go to the other side and work the other way. What that means, though, is that if I'm going this direction, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I need that to stay the same consistency. So if going this way, it has to be 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. If that makes your head hurt, just ignore it. It's not that big a deal. But for anyone who's still kind of figuring out the dressing the loom process, that's part of why I do it. If you take the clips out, you could just like start at one side and go to the other side. You could absolutely do that too. Whatever makes sense in your head with your loom, all of those factors. So without further ado, let's see if I can do this backwards on camera. live, all the things. All right, so because I'm going to be going from this side over, I'm going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, which means per my instructions that I need to start with a cool color. So if you look at, by the way, I made this very easy on myself. I have a 12 dent reed and I have it spaced at 24 ends per inch because basically one layer, one block is 12 ends per inch. And then the other one is 12 ends per inch. So easy math. I always recommend, if at all possible, make the math easier for yourself. Make a little adjustment so it just is. There's so few times that the subtleties make a huge difference. So especially if you're starting, make the math easy for yourself. Okay, so cool color first. Start here. Pull that guy out like this. Then warm color. And if you, I know I can't get you close enough, but if you look at my all my little groupings here, it really does look like a stack. Like the blue bunches are kind of on the bottom, and then the warm bunches are all on the top. So it's working out pretty well so far. It needs a little finesse, but so far so good. Okay, so take this. All right, make sure that's out of the way. This will be shaft number 3. Okay, I'm a fanatic about lining up the ends at any stage during the dress in the loom process. I don't know when that started, but I'm always like, I want to eke every inch out of my warp. So I always line up no matter what stage it is. I'm always like, okay, they have to be lined up just so. That's a Chris thing. Okay, so next, cool color. This is shaft number 2. Back to a warm color. Shaft number 1. So what's fun about the design for this is that, I'm going to pause that right there, is that I did the warm colors so it starts at one end with the really light ones, like the yellows, the light yellows, and it goes all the way to like the dark colors. But the blue, I went kind of a quicker kind of repeat. So they should look really different from each other. So that loosely is the plan. We'll see. Next week's going to be great because I'll have it all dressed and ready, and we'll actually get to play with some rep weave. They are going to be, I didn't even mention this, I actually made a plan for what it is. Priscilla would be proud. This is going to be a set of, I forget if I did 4 or 6 placemats, because rep weave is perfect for that kind of thing. And one of the things that you consider and have to kind of add into the mix with any kind of rep weave is the way it's going to shrink. I'm using my beloved 8/4 cotton, and with this, the length can really shrink a lot, and the width may not shrink hardly at all, just because of the way it's tightly packed. So, and you also have to allow for take up, because if you imagine, do we have a sample here? Here we go. We'll go back to this guy. If you imagine these are your warp yarns going this direction. Okay, if you have, let's say, 10 inches of warp, but that 10 inches has to go this way, this like over and under, over and under. In reality, that may shrink up. Does that shrink up to 9.5? Does that shrink up to 9? Like the take up is crazy just because the weft is so chunky. So when you're planning a project with rep weave, just lop on a lot more for your warp to make sure that you're getting the you have enough inches to make sure, like if your final project has to be, if your final whatever, this is just a scrap here, but if your final thing is supposed to be 18 inches and you're like, okay, if I have enough, I'm going to weave 18 inches. No, friends. Your little warp yarns are getting pushed out of the way with every pass of that chunky weft. So, account for 22 inches or whatever that is to make sure that you have plenty. All right, friends, let me pop in some comments here. Yeah. Ooh, Cindy said it looked like piano keys. This kind of does. Do you know, it's interesting you should say that, Cindy, because rep weave has the ability really to look like piano keys because of the way the blocks are. It totally does like that, doesn't it? It looks like the the black keys and the white keys from a keyboard, kind of. Yeah. Okay. What else? What other comments did you have for me? Deb said, I thread from right to left and slay the reed from the middle out on both sides. Nice. Okay. I like that. Everyone, I think what's so amazing is that everyone can make their own modifications for what makes sense in their loom and how their brain works and all of that. So there's no wrong answer, friends. If you look at a finished project, you're never going to say, they dressed the loom this way. No one can tell. Other weavers can't tell. You can't tell. It doesn't matter. So how you get to that point, that's all up to you. I like it. Connie says she threads right to left on the reed and left to right on the heddles. Oh, look at you. Mixing it up. I like it. Yeah, thank you, Lori. See, this is why we pay the big bucks, because she reminds me to say stuff like this. Please hit like and subscribe. Also, don't forget you can always share these. You can always share and invite people to join us, because we have so much fun. You never know when Kurt Acton's going to appear and write you a song. You never know. I mean, that's, I don't know what other incentive you need, friends. Yes. Let's see. Carol says, I use a mechanics round adjustable stool on wheels. Nice. From Harbor Freight for warping up and down and twirly. I totally have this vision of you, Carol, like in your historical costume, just spinning around this little little stool. Okay, that made my day. That's awesome. I like it. Okay. What else, friends? I'll keep posted on how that all comes together. Look at this. Yes, Lori. Yeah, at the subscribers, we are coming up on 12,000 subscribers. Friends, that's crazy. So fun. And see, I'm glad that she mentioned this. Next week is a huge, huge week in the Acting Creative Insiders. So if it wasn't enough incentive to try out the Acting Creative Insiders because of Tour de Fleece, which is a fantastic reason to go try it out, all that part is free. Just jump right in. But next week is like the perfect storm for my AC Insiders, because on Tuesday we have Study Hall, which is amazing. Study Hall has really become a very valuable tool for weavers all throughout the Acting Creative Insiders and beyond. It's been very, very cool. But we also have Tip Tuesday is Tuesday, which that is for any of the paid tiers. You qualify to jump into Study Hall and to get the Tip Tuesday. So I give you little things to think about. And the first Tuesday, or the first Tip Tuesday of the month is always about a pattern. So if you want to little by little add to your library of weaving patterns that you know, that's a perfect way to do it. But next Thursday is also the Online Weavers Guild meeting. And we're going to talk about weaving books. The meeting may have to be like 3 hours long. We're going to talk about books. I love books. So it's going to be juicy. Friends, if you've ever been looking for a reason to upgrade to a paid tier of the Active Creative Insiders, next week is the ultimate reason. Speaking of our Active Creative Insiders that are amazing, there's so many ways to support Acting Creative and get all kinds of value, but the Mac Daddy kings, queens of the entire thing are our founders. We have a group of founders that are just the biggest cheerleaders and supporters of Acting Creative, and they are really helping us do all kinds of cool things in the future because of them. So special shout out to our list of founders, to Ellen, to Eileen, to Mary, to Shirley, to Liz, to Kathy, to Anne, and to Christy. They are rock stars. And friends, we have space for you. If you want to be a founder, we'll welcome you with open arms. We absolutely have room for you, and we'll welcome you into the ranks. All right, what else do we have to talk about? Where's my list? Let's see. Did you guys catch the Handwoven Experience episode? It was all about weaving kits. And here was hopefully I got my point across that weaving kits are a fantastic tool. And there are ways that you can really lean in and kind of milk them for all they're worth. And I would invite you, if you're just starting, a tool is or a weaving kit is a great place to start because it gives you a way to try on different materials, different patterns, making different items. It gives you a way to do that with very little risk. Someone has already done all the planning. They've measured everything for you. It's fantastic for that. But there are things you can do from there then that also, I think if you can just tackle it as a weaving tool and a learning experience, you're sitting pretty. So if you haven't seen that yet, it's a great episode. Go check it out. And then I will just say one last fabulous time that if you want to do weaving summer weaving camp, it starts next week. So you have just a few days left to register. Be sure to register by the end of the day on Sunday to jump right in. It's going to be a blast. Okay. What are we missing? What did I forget, friends? Yes, thank you, Lori. We celebrate the founders. They are the superheroes. They all, I should just get them capes. That's what I should do. I should weave them capes. That's what should be. Oh, yes. Okay, friends. Next week I'm right back here. However, mark your calendars. The week after that, we're on vacation. Like, Acting Creative is taking a nice little time out. It is my birthday week in 2 weeks. And we are just going to be running on the very, very basics and just going to be out playing in the world, eating pretty much as much cake as humanly possible because, hello, birthday and cake. And yeah, that is the plan. So next Thursday, I'll be right back here. But the Thursday after, we have a break. Everyone can go, pause, and you're going to have cake in my honor. I promise. I'll support that. That is all good. Yes. Yeah. Liz, happy birthday. Is it actually today, honey? Is today the day? Because I got to put that in my calendar. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Liz. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, darling. I love July birthdays. I mean, other birthdays are good too, but July birthdays are, come on. I love that. Okay, friends, you know what your homework is for before next Thursday, right? You know what your homework is. Do something creative just for you. Just for you. Pet some yarn. Throw a shuttle. Do something fun and creative that you're like, that's just because I want to. That's as good enough a reason for anyone, I promise. And yeah, I'll be right back here. We'll be weaving some rep weave next week, so it should be very fun. We'll see if the plan comes together in person, in reality, as I think it will in my head. That's always the question, isn't it? So, in the meantime, have a wonderful, fabulous week, friends, and happy weaving.